All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We haven't had that crypto gaming show in a little bit, but it's time once again. High octane gameplay, high octane gains. Everybody knows that when it comes to the best niche in the entire crypto space, it's got to be crypto gaming. We're joined today by the legends over at Xborg. We're going to be touching base on the high octane things happening within Xborg. We will also be touching base on personal things, such as the fact that I don't know if you noticed this might be a revelation to some of you. Maybe. But I looked at the charts on CoinMarketCap. What the hell's going on? What is this? What is this, Connor? Why is this happening? And why is gaming right there? Okay. Where's Xborg gonna be here? We're so fucking back. But yeah, so Xborg, they recently went ahead, announced their pre-sale. It's been going on for a little bit, right? Like something like 20-30 days at this point.
Yeah, so we
it's been a while.
announced it a few days ago. Well, a few weeks ago. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And what we've done was we announced our free mint and then also the pre-sale with it. I've used kind of the free mint as a growth driver for the pre-sale, and it's worked really well. So yeah, it's kind of like we're collecting interest, so people can register for the pre-sale and then they register their interest at the same time. So
Fair.
the sale hasn't started yet.
Something I want to say before like people come after me about this. No, this stream is not sponsored. Don't come after me, because a lot of people will see like, oh, he's talking about a specific project, so he must be sponsored and he must have these weird incentives. No, I don't have any tokens. Let me tweet this out. Yeah, you better tweet it out, Rob. Rob did a stream yesterday. I don't know if you know Rob. He's from Digital Asset News. This guy had 1.6 thousand people just watching him talk about Puerto Rican things. And it's like, I gotta this guy's the biggest shill for Puerto Rico. I have to visit Puerto Rico at this point. Like, we've got to have a meet up over there. But yeah, so it makes sense expressing your interest. You've told me about an NFT collection that's going to be happening. Is this public news? Like, do we know about this?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, it is. We've been doing collabs for like 3 weeks now.
Okay, can I know more about this, because everybody loves that kind of alpha?
Yeah, free mints are the meta at the moment.
Where is this? Like, where can I see this? I want to pull this up.
Yeah, go to our Twitter account.
Okay, I'm going on your Twitter account.
And scroll down a bit and you should be
I'm scrolling down a bit. Okay. Is it these things secure the best terms by owning a Prometheus chest plate?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, like, why is this thing so cool? Is it just for this pre-sale, or is it going to have some dope utility? Oh, I get it. So this is supposed to get like the most hardcore guys. You airdrop it to them, you give them some mints, and they're like, hell yeah, I'm a Prometheus. It's like Legion, you know? You're ready to go into battle. Is that the idea here?
Yeah, so basically, if you scroll down, you can see the art. It looks pretty cool. There's a video of the chest plate.
Where's the video?
Well, not in the comments of that post.
But on Twitter. Got it. I'm coming. Is it this?
It is that, yeah. So
wait, it's just the chest plate? There's nothing else? Am I just supposed to put this on, or what?
So you'll be able to equip it on your current Prometheus, which is the Genesis collection.
Oh, so there's another collection. Okay, I got it. It's this.
Exactly.
The dots are connecting now. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll do an art upgrade for this one, and it's gonna the NFT is gonna change quite a lot. It's gonna be modular in the future, and you'll be able to start equipping other NFTs on top of it and customizing your Xborg identity. That's kind of the direction we're going in. So we'll be airdropping the chest plate, well, half of the chest plate supply to current holders, and then the other half of the supply will be free minted. Actually, next week, most likely, we'll be announcing our Launchpad partners.
Damn, okay. Yeah. Sure. Who are you going with? You don't know yet?
Well, we do, but yeah, it's still it's going to be a big announcement.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, these are selling for a lot. I was like, okay, maybe they're cheap, and it's like, no, dude, they're 1.7 ETH. Fuck me. But okay, fair enough. So you need these for what? To make decentralized esports teams?
No, it's like our ecosystem was built in starting from 2022, and we had this mint super early on, and so what we're
Right.
trying to do is make sure these guys get a shit ton of value out of our ecosystem. And so it's a very small collection. There are not so many of them for sale, and they get a whole bunch of perks. Like we have Launchpad, and on this Launchpad they have 0 fees, and they have the best allocations. We have like the usual stuff of like getting the whitelist giveaways, etc. All of that goes to Prometheus.
Right.
And as Connor said, we're making the PFP modular, such that you can change the metadata based on the other NFTs that you own, and the chest plate is one of them. And yeah, so you also get like an XBG airdrop, which is like our native token.
Okay. So it's not $Xborg.
Yeah, well, it is $XBG, which is
XBG. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the right one right there. Got it. Okay, cool. All right, so are we gonna get like arm guards? We're gonna get helmets, leg guards, shin guards, fucking shoes.
We're doing this with a lot of great esports teams, and you'll get like a whole bunch of items that you can equip. The chest plate gives you access to our pre-sale, but also access to our launchpad. And as we build up utility through, within our ecosystem, you have access to other perks. Like we have a gaming alpha group, and that will be tied to an NFT, for example. So you'll have a whole bunch of items that you can. It's like a Patreon, but a Patreon where you unlock unique perks based on one specific NFT.
It's an NFT-based Patreon.
Yeah, well, you can. I think you can say so. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Sounds like Neo Tokyo, a couple other projects out there. The alpha groups are all bustling. I mean, listen, in esports, not a lot of people can figure it out. I've been looking at esports platforms, and a lot of them are very small right now, and that kind of begs the question: how are you tying in esports? Because I know esports, it's a struggling business. It's been struggling for a very long time. There is one space that has money, and it is the space that has billions of dollars worth of market cap. Okay, that's the one space in the entire planet that has a lot of capital to be able to build an industry and try to have a bit of a resurgence on it. I know esports has been struggling. I see crypto gaming as maybe that renaissance of esports, whereas they don't have a bunch of VCs just completely milking it and destroying everything. And they're like, oh, please, it's been 10 years. I'm begging you, give me some, ROI back. It's like, okay, we've come out. We probably have another 10 years until our VCs start kicking the door. But here it is. There is enough market cap to make sense of it. How are we going to avoid this issue in 10 years when they come knocking at the door and they're like, please, I need ROI on my esports. Esports, it's not working. Who wants to take this one?
Yeah, well, esports is working for just a few orgs. You have like OG Sports, for example, G2.
Yeah.
They're doing good. Reason for this is they have a strong fan base. And if you think of esports as an industry, it's really based off of the same model as an influencer or content creator. Is you have a fan base that you're monetizing with partners or sponsors. And really the ability of an esports team to be profitable is the ability for them to build a strong fan base. So if they have a strong fan base, they will be able to make revenues and eventually generate profits. The actual cash price accounts for just a tiny part of the revenues, and it's almost neglectable. So the way you overcome this is building the best fan base possible. Now, obviously, that's hard because usually the fan base are created around a main character. So if you're an esports team and you're don't have like someone that represents your brand, it's going to be hard. But you have teams like Team Liquid that do particularly well in that sector. Now, I think esports did wholly because you had a ton of expectations from VCs. So essentially you had VCs that were like, this is the next big thing, this is the next like big sport, and they've propped up so much cash into this, but you essentially have the disappointment when reality is a lot below expectations, and that's exactly what happened. So esports teams were not able to create sustainable revenue streams, and I'm sure we'll discuss about how we solve this, and what are the solutions that we bring to the markets to solve this stuff.
So you're telling me they just raised unrealistic expectations to VCs, and now they're expecting those expectations, and it's been quite a bit. They haven't gotten those expectations.
Like, it's as if you would have, like, let's say an influencer that were to raise money for his YouTube channel, because at the end of it, that to me, that
which I'm never going to do. Please don't listen to scammers. Okay,
so
continue.
But the thing is, like, you have those big companies like FaZe, valued at $1 billion. But the thing is, they were valued as a tech company, and esports just worked very differently. And it also came at a time where, when you as a brand, you want to get advertisements, and let's say you have a cut of budget, advertisement is likely going to be the first one to be out of the way. So that means esports was really hit the first from the pretty bad economic times that we're going through. So I would say bad timing. VCs got super greedy in 2021, 2022, 2023, and still 2024. Like the actual economy is not doing so good. So there's just not so many gaming brands or partners that are willing to pump money into the system at the moment.
Yeah, I feel really out of touch, to be honest, with everything you've just talked to me about, because I've been in crypto full-time since 2021, and I was doing real bad for a while, right? The second the market went up, though, hey, all I got to do is show the chart again. Like, it's going pretty well for us. So I'm assuming that the VCs, they want to come here. This is probably the one sector that they're open to investing in right now. I've got a little bit of something to chat about, because I had seen this Twitter post yesterday that really resonated with me. And it talked about the fact that these traditional businesses, the brick and mortars, like, McDonald's and, some of these big companies like Coca-Cola, they're going to fail because they don't have one very specific skill. And that's the content creation business. The biggest recurring spend for any company is marketing. Marketing sucks, and it is very expensive for a lot of these brands because they haven't figured out how to do it in-house. It's going to be these brands that partner with projects that kind of already figured it out. Xborg will probably talk more about it. That's why they're here. That will be the ones that end up winning. For example, like, I know Mr. Beast Burger had some drama, but had the guy just kept going, his little candy brand, right? The These Nuts bar, which rebranded, by the way. He's going to kill it with Feastables. Absolutely kill it with Feastables. Hershey's is done. I don't care about Hershey's. I care about Mr. Beast and his little chocolate bars. I recently ordered Ryan Trahan's little sour candies. I've got to say, it's literally just... It's called Joyrides. It was rebranded from like 2008. It's a candy brand that has already existed for decades, but he just rebranded it with influencer marketing. All of a sudden, it's selling out like that in hours. So I think the brands that figure out the content creation business long-term, people are already figuring this out, are going to be the ones that succeed long-term. It's not to say that single influencers are going to be the people that make things happen, but it's like a collection of them. That's what makes it work. And for me, it kind of clicks here with esports, because it's like you said, the cash prizes, that's not why we're here. Let's be honest. It's to get the fans, to get the monetization, to make a content creation business with all of these little content creator esports players. If you watch Tfue and Fortnite's heyday, if you watch like Ninja, etc., all these guys that were completely cracked at Fortnite, you know why this is just gonna work. It's because they're so damn good. It's so damn entertaining to watch them go fully unhinged sicko mode on people for 8 hours a day. It's simple as that. So I'm 100% sold on the idea that that's where esports is going. They're all just going to become content creators. We've already begun to see it on many of these houses. And I kind of want to start chatting about what you guys are doing specifically, because you've already had, apparently, only 600,000 fans over here with Team BDS. And then 1.3 casual million fans with Ninjas in Pyjamas. I used to watch Ninjas in Pyjamas back in the day. crack CSGO team too. I don't know how they're doing these days. It doesn't matter. But they've got apps coming out. Tell me about these apps, because this is supposed to power, big words here, powering the next generation of gaming.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole Xborg ecosystem, what we strive to do is building the identity of players and fans. And what that means is, today when you play games, none of your data persists. So you can play games on Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft, and
right.
At the end of the day, what you generate online is not yours. And we believe that what you do online is going to be very important, and is today very important. But none of that is yours, and it's also not useful. So what that really means is, clearly your data is useless. And so what we enable is you to leverage your data. Now the way we do it on how do you build your identity, so we believe it should be fun. And so we've built applications for esports teams where you as a fan and as a player, you can get challenged by your most favorite esports teams, like Ninjas in Pyjama or Team BDS. You take part in challenges on the games that we support. So we support like Riot Games, Epic Games, Battle.net, and Steam. You get rewarded. You're also building your identity with your unique avatar. Like NIP has this avatar where you can have customizable layers. Like you can have a unique sword, you can have unique boots, just like the Prometheus chest plates. And you can also play this avatar, play with this avatar in game. So at the end of the day, what we're building with esports teams is like a gateway to building your identity, but it's really from a community viewpoint, a way to engage with their players. So here we're addressing the issue for esports teams to create a sustainable fan base.
Sustainable fan base. That's something we all desperately need, because one second you're on top of the world and the other second you kind of fell off. These things have ebb and flows. It reminds me a lot of the NBA, whereas the NBA has a really good job. It does a great job of doing advertising to get a hyper loyal fan base. Typically speaking, if I live in Miami, I'm gonna be a Dolphins fan. If I live in Miami, the Marlins, they're goated. But the second I move somewhere else, I've switched sides. I'm officially a flip-flopper. I think they've done a great job of doing marketing there. But it comes to esports teams, there is no sense of geolocation. There's kind of, continents, whereas like, this is the Western side, the US guys, South America, etc. But you can't build a hyper-loyal fan base in a specific place, which has always been a problem for esports, for loyalty, etc. Like, think about like Twitch streams. People like XQC, Kaisena have done a wonderful job of maintaining a loyal fan base. But these esports teams, like last time I saw, I don't even know, like maybe they'll be relevant as they're the best player, but then like they lose a couple tournaments, they become irrelevant. But then there are some people that do it really right, which are some of those professionals from FaZe. I still remember, FaZe was absolutely killing it for the longest of time with their creator house before the whole drama happened. And we know with the new CEO, blah, 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 right? We could talk all day about that. But it's quite obvious that these guys, they're moving to this platform where, by the way, are the NFTs ninjas in pajamas, literally? Like, are they ninjas in pajamas?
Yeah, actually.
This is kind of important. Yeah, can we see this?
You can pull it up. Go to our Twitter account.
Okay.
So we build like 3D. Scroll on a bit and just go up.
Oh, here. This is very important, right? We can't continue the stream without knowing if the ninjas have pajamas on them. Just remember that Ninjas in Pajamas, it's a very old esports team at this point, I guess, relative to the industry. So there are a lot of 30 to 40-year-old men that are rooting for Ninjas in Pajamas. Let's keep this in mind as we're looking into this. Is it this? No, I don't think so.
That is one of the... So we build these like 3D AAA avatars that users within apps can claim. So on GamerBase, that's your Xborg avatar that you can claim, and then you can customize it with items.
On GamerBase.
Okay,
got it.
So that's, and then those are other skins that you can claim, and that's part of our play to airdrop. But
I believe we can pull
the ninjas one, right?
Yeah, we need to see the ninjas in the pajamas. Like, we cannot continue our life. As you're pulling that up, I'm gonna go ahead, continue getting some chats. Is this available on mobile or just on the computer? I think it's going to have an app, right? It says app live.
Yeah, so it's currently...
yeah, go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, so it's currently a web app, but we will have a mobile app at some stage. Hey, Lou?
He's going to have a mobile app at some stage. So this is breaking news. Breaking news. Are we getting this year? Because a lot of crypto gaming projects, they say that something's coming out, and then we get it next bull market. So are we going to be getting it this year?
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely going out this year.
Yeah. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, actually,
Awesome.
You can pull this video.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
Yeah.
We could watch it live.
All right, that's on the chat. And so, well, it was just shared by NIP today, I think.
All right, let's see. Oh, NIP shared this. Dope.
Yeah. And
it's sign up or else? What do you mean or else? Enter the dojo. This is like a threat.
I'm not on the...
We have to see this.
So, yeah. You see the... I think if you pause at seconds 13, you should see...
No, well, we'll see the entire thing. Let's just let it rip at 16 seconds. Let's go. What are they saying? You know what he should have done? He should have been like, this is what I personally would have done. I would have gone like, enter the dojo, and then like put on like a little, ninja thing on the back, and then be like, whoa, 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 or something like that while I'm talking, just fully unhinged. Oh, he should have done parkour. He should have done parkour. That's the thing. Once they learn that is when they become the ultimate Super Saiyan, right? They just completely evolve. They get a new hair color. They enter the dojo. He's gotta bring that energy in there. I swear to you, they spend too much time gaming, not enough time being unhinged with their ninja suits. Like this guy, look, he's got it. Adopt the beach, But that's pretty awesome. So they're doing the call to action to finally join whatever this thing is. Can I click on it? Am I going to get exploited? I think we're going to be okay. So I'm going to click on it.
This is not crypto.
This is not crypto. Not yet. Not yet.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a crypto component, but NIP is a pretty reputable.
Right.
I'm not going to get right.
Dude, you never know these days. It could be like Elon Musk tweeting about something, and all of a sudden it's a random Dogecoin drainer. What is this, dude? Is now actually in the game. This is, I swear to you, like this is awesome. This is what they need to do. Just unhinge things like this. That's what works for marketing.
There will, by the way, be like items that you unlock within the app that you can claim in the real world. Like,
can we see it here, or does it not show up?
No. Not sure what this is, but you can like sign up for, I think, early version.
All right. Anyway, it's all good. We don't need to care about that. I don't need to see it personally. We didn't see the NIP NFTs, but it's fine.
I actually linked you if you just click on Ninja's Pajamas.
I'm clicking on the next one. I'm going.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Did I do it?
Cooler video. Yeah, there we go.
I believe I've cooked. But for some reason, this thing just closed on me. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Introducing the dojo. All right, so they tweeted this out January 25th. It's a pretty decent. How much do they usually get? Okay, follow. There you go. 64K, 7.3. I'm not gonna lie. This post performed extra well. So it seems like being in crypto gives you some real juicy performance. All right, let's see this. I'm demonetized for this for sure. Okay, I don't know if I want to play this. This is the thing with Twitter. They have a bunch of demonetized music on this thing. Okay, so is this the NFT? So they don't have pajamas on. This is crazy.
So, well, you can get pajamas on if you want.
He should have pajamas on. It's ninjas in pajamas. Whatever, it's fine. They should have something like they should be on fire. I know NIP plays a lot of FPS games. They don't really do the MOBA thing anymore, do they? I mean, you should know, right? What are they playing these days? Is it just CSGO?
They play Rocket League, League of Legends, Valorant.
Rocket League, okay.
I think Fortnite as well. But
so they just play everything, okay.
Yeah, but you'll be able to. So that's your character. your ninja in app. So you claim like a level 1 version. He'll look a lot less cool than that. And then as you go through your, you can play in tournaments hosted by NIP. You can play different challenges on different games, and also support them socially. Like, let's say, they have a Valorant major coming up. They can reward you for watching the stream and then say, okay, cool, win 10 games of Valorant, and then you can unlock the Pyjamas kind of outfit, let's say. And that really, you're building your Ninjas in Pyjamas fan identity there. And because, if you and I both had to use the app, I would play the Rocket League challenges and the Call of Duty challenges, and you would play the games that you play. And we also had different skill levels in those games. So your player or your character would look much different compared to mine.
Much cooler. Yeah, 100%.
But then also...
Okay, I get it. So it's modular. So they have a bunch of different trades for different games, is what you're saying.
And these items can be NFTs. We build this app on top of Zilliqa blockchain.
On Zilliqa? Whoa!
Because they've partnered with
Did you just say Zilliqa? I haven't heard of where. I don't even know the symbol for this thing anymore. It's been forever. How do you spell it? Hold on.
That's
Is it
Zil. Yeah.
2 L's. Okay, yeah. Illiterate. Oh my god, I haven't heard of these guys in forever. What are they doing? Tell me, what are they up to?
So it was. For the record, NIP had partnered with Zilliqa, so we.
Gotcha.
We went for this as sort of natural fit. To bring value to the ecosystem as NIP essentially wanted it.
So you know nothing about Zilliqa. You just it's cool.
No, I do.
Okay.
It was the first blockchain that went with sharding, which at the time was a big thing. Now,
that's why there's an iceberg.
It's less of a bigger thing today. But you have native Zilliqa, then they've recently launched the Zilliqa EVM. So they are now, you're able to to target the Ethereum virtual machine directly from Zilliqa. And the app is built on top of the Zilliqa EVM blockchain. So yeah, as you saw here on the website, that was the world's first sharding, which aims at scaling the protocol and bring higher throughput to the blockchain.
Yeah, cutting it up. For everybody new, they're just cutting up transactions. That's all they're doing. But it makes it all a lot faster. It's still bad. That's the worst part. We have sharding and it still sucks. But we'll get through it eventually. I know Vitalik he made this huge argument about the fact that layer 2s are the worst thing to ever exist, and that layer 1s are so much more secure, and the worst wasn't there because everything's going to instantly die. Vitalik has a lot of mouth, but I don't know, it still costs $60 to do a transaction on Ethereum. So until he can fix that, I think we're forced to go to these layer 2s. But that's pretty cool with Zilliqa. This is the first time I hear about this in a very long time. When I was first getting into crypto, I had this channel called Crypto 360. This was before the classic crypto era, before the 13 rebrands to finally get to Jesus, right? And I pretty much just went over white papers. That's all I did, because I was a complete zoomer on this thing, not in touch. I went over Zilliqa and I was like, okay, that's pretty awesome. It's great to see that they partner with people like Ninjas in Pyjamas. I'm sure all these esports teams, they're probably looking for grants from a lot of these different blockchains. They all have different use cases, different ways they can support. I've even heard of a coin that nobody wants to talk about these days, and I don't even personally own. Engine. Even Engine is we're a small little chain. Nobody wants to build with us, but if you do decide to build with us, we'll give you some extra attention. And I'm like, I guess, I guess that's good. So hopefully, more of these chains end up coming out and securing some of these esports teams, because that's some good marketing. That's some good marketing. And so are you helping NIP or any of these brands with more than just these applications, or is it just exclusive to we're giving you this tech stack, we're going to be your white label, you do your own thing, and you just move forward from there, getting more teams? Yeah,
well, we sort of help the esports teams and their fan base getting into Web3.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they just, because obviously we've announced just 2 teams. There is we're announcing a partnership.
Apparently 30 million fans are coming.
yeah, it's like well, it will literally be the best esports team in the world.
So G2.
Well, with esports, you have different ways of clarifying what's the best esports team in the world.
Lame.
Some would say it's like, some would say
I'm a G2 maxi.
but yeah, we've been.
It's either that or Team Liquid. In NA has to be Team Liquid, but they left League of Legends Esports. I remember that a while back. It was very sad.
So, what we do is we obviously those esports teams are looking for revenues, and if they can get revenues from large blockchains, we help sort of introduce them to the ecosystem. Then we also intro them to Web3 games. So on our platform, you can do challenges on games that we support, and we've announced like support of a couple of games like Parallel, AOF, Shrapnel. And
where do I see this?
Well, that's on the GamerBase Twitter accounts.
So we have 2 Twitter accounts, GamerBase. Gotcha.
Yeah, that one. So
Boom.
pretty much all of the games that we've announced here on the.
There's another website. Gamerbase.gg. We're going down a rabbit hole right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going through the whole rabbit hole.
Yeah, we are. All right, hit me with it. So what's going on over here?
Essentially here, that's what the tech stack that we're building the application with these sports teams is the same as GamerBase, and so but GamerBase is like completely Xborg product, yeah. So on GamerBase you have a bunch of games that are supported. If you scroll here, you have like Parallel.
Where is it? Oh, just on the Twitter? Got it.
Yeah.
You guys got to put this on the website. I'm sick and tired of scrolling on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But like, yeah, you have like Parallel, all of
Chronos World. This one, what is it? They recently entered IMX, right? Or am I completely off here?
I'm actually not sure. We just hosted. Actually, I think we are hosting it on our launchpad very soon now. Or am I leaking out here?
Oh, you should have told me. I definitely, if it's IMX, I'm gonna get into anything IMX. Oh, Cetify, that's what it was. Incubated by Cetify. Yeah, I knew it was either Cetify or IMX because they've been just doing everything lately. Aperion. Ooh. Did you know it was Aperion? Apparently, people are pronouncing it as Aperion. It looks like Aperon. So
yeah, I would
GamerBase.
have pronounced it the same. But anyway, so we held these sports teams in that capacity. The platform today is limited to like challenges, events, and you have an inventory.
Right.
There will be more stuff coming up, like tournaments, for example, that you can host directly within the platform. And at the end of the day, the app is a gateway to your identity. So what I just said initially was, you come to the app, you have your avatar, and then as you complete challenges on the games that we support, you also create your identity, and then you can use your identity in other applications that we use or that we create within the ecosystem. And so GamerBase is like partnered with a whole bunch of publishers, or like we use their APIs and we integrate with them. So like Steam, Battle.net, Riot, Epic.
You got a pretty fat wait list too, apparently.
Yep.
Oh, and you randomly announced this too. You're one of those people. You do that one little tweet, you launch a Twitter account with a cool little video. Yeah, you can tell these guys know what they're doing. All right. That's how you get people hyped. And then you have a 3 million. We haven't even talked about this. What's going on here? 3 million Xborg play to airdrop. What? Can you tell me about this? I don't even know about this.
Yeah, Colin, go ahead.
What is this?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, on GamerBase, you have different bases. So those are different community spaces, right?
What? Is it this? Get started?
Well, this is GamerBase. This is our app, right? So
right.
It's an app that helps gaming communities connect with their fans in cool ways.
Okay.
So if you go onto GamerBase, you'll see the Xborg base there, the Shrapnel base, the Parallel base, all the kind of games we've partnered with. And
I see.
There we go. So if you click on the Xborg base, you're basically joining our community on the app, and there's different quests.
Oh, you do quests.
Available.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so the airdrop is basically rewarding you for using the app. And what's nice about the app is you playing games, your favorite games. So we've connected, like we've said, to all the top gaming platforms. So really rewarding you for playing Counter-Strike and League of Legends and upgrading your character and customizing stuff.
Oh, that sucks.
Makes sense, right?
So much work. Yeah.
It's like you're already playing those games anyway.
Yeah, you're already playing CS2, right? 100%. That's awesome. Yeah. So okay. Let me try to connect the dots here. So it's a questing platform. We're taking the questing platforms that have already existed in crypto, and then we're leveraging all these cool little networks you've got to get all these different esports teams and helping them out, because let's be honest, esports has been struggling for a while. And boom, combine both forces into an unstoppable force of high octane gains is what's the idea here, at least with Xborg. So you'd consider this more of like a Web 2 product at that point, though, right? You're just going for a huge Web 2 base.
Well, we the Web 3 part is a functionality more than a
yeah, it's just functionality. Yeah.
It's like you can connect your wallet if you want to. I think next week we are opening the functionality for you to host your platform on whichever domain name you want. So if Shrapnel wants to host their platform on like shrapnel.com, they can do it, and they will be able to do whichever integration they want. So we will support natively all EVMs and including Solana, with Solana and run on network.
We're a chain agnostic future, my friends. We're one step closer to the Holy Lands. Your token, though, is it going to be on Ethereum, or have you chosen a home?
Yeah, so the base layer is Ethereum.
Okay.
That's where the token is going to be minted. Now that's something we haven't announced, but there is an integration with Layer 0.
Oh, alpha!
So, it's a very small thing,
I mean, everybody's going to Layer 0 these days, dude. I swear, everyone is partnering with these people. Yeah. I don't know what they did, but it's working.
I mean, at the end of the day, technically, it's a small thing. It's just you'll be able to take your tokens around and
omni-chain.
Yeah. I mean, Xborg, as I said, we have this this layer where we collect data of players. So as you play Gamabase, you're actually building your identity. Same when you join the applications with the esports teams.
Right.
And so, as I said initially, what we're solving is the issue of players that don't persist their data on the games that they play. And so we're working now on this scaling solution that is hosting the data of players. And so that means that this year might be a stretch, but we will have our own layer. So Xborg then will be sitting
interesting
on our own. So let's say we'll have our own block space and we'll be able to host our own transactions on our own scaling solution.
Now, can you tell the audience why that's important?
Well, it's important, one, because we have full control over how this scales. And so we, for example, when you look at an L2 today, there's a ton of traffic. And, if you have like a mint that's going on, and then that spikes the gas price and that takes the block space. And that's why you have, for example, Beam that's become like a subnet instead of just launching on Avalanche. It's basically
for good reason too.
Basically, splitting the traffic. And if I said it well, like a layer 2, I think the correct term here is more like data availability plus data verification. L2, which is akin to, let's say, in a hybrid sort of L3, because we won't post the only data that we'll post will be encryption of data of players. So we're not going to be a full-on L2, but you will be able to navigate with your XBG tokens on the chain. The goal today of the chain will not be to have many different gaming tokens being launched. It's really to just facilitate the encryption of data and to scale the network.
Yeah, fair enough. And also having your own chain, right, is awesome because in the event that things like this happen, you are not affected. Fun fact, AVAX went down, what was it, a couple days ago at this point, February 23rd. The layer ones were completely destroyed for a long time, it felt like. I think it was like an entire day. But all the subnets were fine. All of those gaming subnets, they were perfectly unscathed. So it's very important to have your own things because just in case some other thing breaks, at least you have some time to respond and figure it out. And so there are plenty of reasons for why layer ones are advantageous over layer twos and subnets and channels and workloads and all these weird blockchain terms that people are coming up with. Like we could talk all day about them, but it is good to hear that you're building your own thing. And I think personally, every gaming project should have their own chain. All of them should have their own chain for, like you said, the data processing reasons. Like you should be able to control everything in your own chain. You shouldn't have to be in the qualms of some random chain that is awesome right now, but might not be so awesome later. And then maybe it randomly breaks because some vulnerability is found. It's like, no, too much complication. I don't feel like doing it. So we had a question in the chat is, how do you guys plan to give out whitelist? And I'm assuming this has to do with the Prometheus thing, right? The Prometheus chest plate. There's a hunt going on, and I think it's here. I might have found it just randomly going through the website. Is it on GamerBase? Is this what it is?
You did find a hunt, and that is one way to get whitelist for the chest plate. Now,
okay,
you know, we have been doing quite a few collabs over the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, actually. And so I would say that, you know, the best way to get whitelist would be grind on GamerBase, tune into our fireplace space, which happens every Tuesday. It actually is starting in 15 minutes.
Oh my!
Giving away whitelist there on Twitter. And then also being part of, you know, partner communities because they've been giving away whitelist on behalf of us as well.
All right, fair enough. Partner communities. All right, maybe we'll give some away for Legion. That's what we should do. Get them all hyped up. Prometheus Legion. It just makes too much sense. Too much sense. Okay, that makes sense. I would say the easiest though. I mean, there's only. When did you start this? There's only 794 out of 2K. It seems like there's plenty of spots here left.
Well, the collection size is 2.2K, and then
half of it's airdropped. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, you've been listening. So we haven't had the whole allocation on GamerBase to be won, only a portion. And yeah, we've obviously had to do, you know, collabs with other communities. So we've been spreading out the allocation quite a bit. I
see. So it's not as okay. Maybe there is a lot of competition here, but it's worth the risk. It's a free mint, right?
Exactly. It's a free mint.
We all love free mints. I'm not going to lie. I did end up, maybe we should probably finalize this with this detail here because I know you guys have to leave in 15 minutes. Let's talk about the pre-sale because I do have a link in the description on the pre-sale. You guys ended up giving it to me. Maybe you could explain to them what's going on with this pre-sale and why should they be interested? Because there's a lot of interest right now, right? That's why the thumbnail had 8 million on it. No, the Xborg token's not hitting 8 million and no, Ronin is not hitting $15 million per token. All right, continue.
Yeah, so, you know, it's essentially the only way that you can get XBG token before the launch. You know, the launch is like pretty much around the corner at this stage.
Yeah.
And yeah, we you know, from our very first days, we were very community driven. We take governance of, you know, with our community very seriously. And what you saw, like the Prometheus NFT, the thing that was, I think, 1.7 ETH, that gives you governance rights over our ecosystem. And so just to say that this group of people, they were the ones that put forward a proposal to actually have a pre-sale. So pre-sale essentially, you know, where to grab tokens before the public launch. And, you know, we wanted to reward the community for just being there and just having the opportunity to participate. So yeah, we do have pretty good interest. I think it's like 8 point something. Yeah, 8.7 as I see here. So yeah, Connor, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the pre-sale is still 3 weeks away. So and our target raise is 5 million. So great interest from a lot of people. Obviously, the chest plate gives you 20% off the pre-sale, and there's only 2,000 of those NFTs. So that's going to be quite interesting. I think there'll be quite a bit of demand there because there's obviously a lot of people wanting to invest here. And now, I mean, XVG is the cornerstone of our ecosystem in terms of utility. It's at the center of everything in terms of payments and fees, governance, the reward pool. We have a really interesting way of how we're going to reward contributors to our ecosystem and XPG stakers. And then gas token, and as well as gated access. So we'll have within our apps, and we have quite a few applications, and we will build more. But the more XPG you hold, the better the benefits you get, whether that's on the launchpad or with any of our apps.
Is it kind of like CDeFi where you have to do that KYC for people in the US?
Yeah, you do. You do need. We do enforce KYCs.
Okay.
We don't want to go to jail. Not.
We're all depressed. We're all depressed. Dude, you don't know how frustrated everybody in the US is right now. The SEC has to get their shit together. That's what they need to do. Embrace, my friends, embrace. It's undeniable at this point. Everybody's like, poor economic conditions. Okay, let's go straight to crypto. Crypto and pray is what everybody's doing right now. So, okay. And so what's the FTV for this thing? Like, what are the terms? Are we learning this after the pre-sale registration ends, or has this already been announced?
So it's, as we're very community driven, we actually wanted the community to decide on the terms.
Oh, so they're deciding. Okay.
Yeah. And so we, at the end of the day, we went with dynamic valuation. So what that means is the valuation will change as per the interest. So let's say there is no interest. Well, the valuation, if you have a chest bait, the token price is like 0.8 cents. So it's like 8 cents, sorry, which is like an 80 million FDV, and can go higher depending on the interest.
It could go higher. Okay. So let's say theoretically nobody else wants to put money into this and it stays at 8.7. Is it going to be that 18 million FDV?
So it's 80 million, yeah.
Oh, 80. Sorry. Makes sense why you're raising 5 million. Okay, got it. So what's going to be like the starting market cap, like circulating supply?
It's going to
Do we know the vesting for everything? Like, is there like a pull up here for tokenomics?
We will announce those, but yeah, it's
okay.
It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. Circulating supply at launch, it's like 5.4%.
Oh, that's nothing. And then like, what's vesting looking like for the guys early?
So there's an initial unlock, and then there will be a small vesting. We haven't announced it officially, but so they will essentially be the first to unlock, and there's a low float, which is today sort of requirement from the exchanges, I think we'll follow the same sort of path as Portalcoin did with the pre-sale terms.
Well, I think it would be nice if you did just as good as Portalcoin, personally, because it looks a lot of people are fucking hyped for Portalcoin right now. So, Portalcoin, Xborg, if you guys want to participate, link in the description. Thank you guys for joining. I know you have a space coming up. It's going to be high octane alpha, I hope, as well. Maybe you've got some nuggies to give. I think it was a good chat. We learned a lot about Xborg. I learned a lot about Xborg too, which is the best part of having these shows, that we're both learning in the process a lot of the time. So it was a pleasure to have you. This is Connor down there. We've got Louis, bangers in the space. You're going to hear more from them in the future, I'm sure. And my friends, I think we're heading to the end. Do you have any final words for the high octane people learning about esports on the blockchain?
Well, thanks so much for having us here. We are very open to, I guess, very close to the community. So you guys can join our Discord. The link is Discord. Just like, /Xborg. And just stay tuned we're launching the app with an IP, like to the public version. And we also
soon
are announcing the partnership with the biggest esports team in the world in March.
I like how you just casually said that too. Yeah, we're launching to over 30 million people. It's just another day, I think that's just the crypto dopamine hitting you at this point. We're all desensitized to this stuff. It's like, there's only $8 million in interest. Every other regular gaming project would be like, I don't even want to say the word. I'm gonna let it go there, but. Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you, Louis. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see the app when it's live. You better tell me so I can cover it. And by the way, when do these little chest plates mint? The little Prometheus ones?
next week, but
next week, my friends. Next week.
Yeah, announcement soon.
Soon. So hurry up and do this before they announce the winners. It's the TLDR, man. Hurry up, guys. You're running out of time. Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure, boys. We'll see you all later. Stay classy. And that's all.